Well, today is Monday, June 1st, 2026, Bike Week. I just filmed 3 vlogs about how dangerous it is to be a cyclist, especially when you follow rules of the road. Now, I've said this more than a decade ago, that it was getting more dangerous to be, let's say, a defensive driver. For example, if you give space between you and the car in front of you, tailgaters would get closer. That's a simple example of how being a defensive driver became dangerous. And I'm not happy with hearing of how many police officers told people, oh, we don't give a ticket in this range, we usually give a ticket in this range. And that's it. I mean, police officer coming back today said, we were very busy today. One of the reasons you're busy is you're too lenient, right? Try actually enforcing the law as it's on the books and put in the paper how many tickets you've given for this, like other more responsible communities do. And you'll see it'll reduce your workload there. You'll get a lot less calls from people like me. So after a lady does something dangerous, she came straight at me. Then she honked the horn. Then she went wide and continued speeding through a school zone. I assume it's a lady because it was a lady that got back in the car when I tracked down the car. But it's not my job. RCMP, it's not my job to track down people. It's your job. My job is oversight of institutions and organizations and industries like law enforcement. So when I say in the call, you better get this right, and then the guy calls back, so we're very busy, he's calling back right away, but there's no sign he wants to apply the law, right? I said, I'm a witness, I'm going to testify in court, and the bus driver, he was told he's a witness. I don't even know what he's going to say, so you can ask him. But he's a witness, because when somebody honks the horn, I'm pretty sure his eyes looked up, saw her coming towards me, and then probably saw that's the school zone. Yes, he drives there all the time, the 51. And then, now if you guys don't like that I say I recommend you give a ticket, and you say, well, it's my call. Oh yes, it's your call. But I explain I'm oversight, and I already have a file open on your RCMP detachment. I really recommend you give that ticket. You got everything you need to give that ticket. And if you don't, then, you don't. You get yourself in a situation where I keep transparently reporting on your flaws and how, just like health authorities, you create your own pathologies, your own problems that become unsolvable, right? Law enforcement requires you to do law enforcement. Okay, and when you do and you make it transparent, I'm not saying do like in Vietnam and put people's faces on the news of what they did, which is pretty efficient, but I'm not saying do that. But put the stats. We have now decided to focus on this. There's so many things the RCMP doesn't focus on that is on the books when it comes to parking or driving or anything. So do your job, people, and then, because he's talking to me like I'm going to get a complaint from the RCMP that I'm harassing them. Well, show me on the books where accountability is against the law. I know a lot of public servants, politicians, and people employed in various industries want to declare I'm harassing them when I expect them to do what they get paid to do. But until you put accountability on the books as something that is against the law, you're going to keep getting the self-actualized Homo sapien, some matured man undergone a maturation process who walks the talk and who says, well, I'm poor, you got the job here, and it's not hard, I'm going to help you, I'll be a witness if anybody argues. And just fill out the paperwork. I can make sure you fill out the paperwork properly. If a judge gives you trouble, I'll support you in court. Just do your job. Is that too much to ask, man?